Okay, once again, I want to say happy Xmas to every one of you, and happy Boxing Day. And I said I'll be coming live within 10 to 15 minutes to talk about Doris Ogala. I had actually done it via video. I didn't come live. I've done it through video. So I've posted the video, and I tell you, when the video is, I've spoken to Doris Ogala. I've tried to remind her what she said about Mayule Doche when she was passing through her betrayal and disappointment, and a lot of other things I said on that video. So do yourself a favor to go and watch. As you watch, please keep subscribing to me. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. It promises to be exciting, impactful, and even educating. So please subscribe, and the Lord will bless you in Jesus' name. Not only subscribing, please try and be sharing my videos. Comment, let me know how you feel about the issues, topical issues I discussed here. Try to let me know what you feel about them. Let me see your reflections, so that it will encourage me to do more or correct myself where I am not doing too well. So this afternoon, while we are, some of you would have been imagining, what does she want to say concerning our father in the Lord, Pastor W.F. Kumuyi? Remember, I've always, so please join in this broadcast. If you are less busy, join me and tell me where you are joining me from. If you join my broadcast, please tell me where you are joining me from. So this afternoon, I'm saying something. You can see the picture there. Our father in the Lord, Pastor W.F. Kumuyi. Like I always tell us, this platform is not for criticism. It's not a place where men of God are criticized nor judged. But sometimes when there are issues that come up like that, we will discuss it on this channel. While we were eating our rice, while we were drinking our malt, our other juice and all that, so plenty in our fridges and freezers and all that, then there came the that he want to retreat again, that deeper lifers do not celebrate Christmas. Deeper lifers do not celebrate Christmas. That is to say that he has instructed, or he has taught in his church, Deeper Life, that they don't celebrate Christmas. And this did not go down well with some netizens and others. So some of them are now saying, that was how you told us last time that television is not good. Now Deeper Life is using television. Some are saying that is how you told us last time that this one is not good. And a lot of people made away with those things. And today you are saying a contrary thing. Say, is that not what will happen again? After you have said that we should not celebrate Christmas, later now you still come back and said we should celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm not here to criticize him. I'm not up to criticize him. But I want to say something that should go down well to us. Do you understand? You see, one thing about celebration of Christmas and declaration of Sunday as a worship day, so many historians have stressed it to National Sunday Law and National Christmas Celebration, that they originated from idol worship from Rome. Do you understand? Now, if you touch the Seventh Day Adventists, they will tell you that God rested on the seventh day, which is actually on the Saturday. Do you understand? But they are now saying that all of us that are idolatry, idol worship. That is the position of Seventh-day Adventists, or the denomination that fellowship on Saturday. They are trying to avoid Sunday because they said that even the proclamation of Sunday as a worship day also has its root from idolatry worship in Rome. Do you understand? And in the same way, Christ was not born on 25th December. In fact, the historians that try to trace the time he was born trace it around October or so, that it was not on December, that the 25th December was like a date choosing, and that it has some relationship with idol practices in Rome and all that, you know. So we've had all this, you understand. And but I want to say that in as much as Christmas, the celebration is concerned, there is no difference between those that are celebrating and those that are not celebrating, because right now the government has identified this celebration and they always give holidays for it. Christmas celebration and Easter celebration, which some of us feel that is a stem from idol calendar in Rome and all that. But the truth is that at each of these celebrations, the government usually declare a holiday, just like they used to declare holiday when our sister Muslim religion do their own religious festivals. So the government declare holiday for them, and we Christians, when we want to do ours, which is Christmas and Easter celebration, the government also, because there's freedom of worship in Nigeria, the government also declare holiday for both Christians for these specific celebrations. Then let me tell you how it affects everybody. Now, Deeper Life usually have their retreat this time of celebration, Easter and December. That is the time they will get everybody, even workers, to come for the retreat, and this is a time they use in teaching their doctrines to members. Their own is not just gathering people. You know, there are all these people that do national gathering. They gather a lot of crowd. They cannot crowd like that. You may not make impact. It will just, people will just be roaming about in the camp. No, they are not taught, because the crowd has grown more than can be controlled. But Deeper Life has made it that during these two festive times, they gather their followers all over the world in a time of sober reflection, whereby they teach them everything they know about Christ and faith. They rewind all these teachings. So now, the celebration of Christmas, the declaration of the holiday by the government, has equally helped Deeper Life to use this time to do this retreat. So minus the time of this retreat, you can hardly have such a long time holiday that workers, everybody will gather for such retreat. You may not have such, because other holiday that government usually declare, maybe democracy day, they are just one day. But this time of Easter or December, you sometimes it may have like 4 days or 5 days declaration of holidays, you know, and then Deeper Life is utilizing this opportunity to indoctrinate their members. Do you understand? Most especially positively. So now, can we say you are not celebrating? Wherever you are celebrating, because even those you are celebrating, the holiday affects you. Wherever, as long as you are in this country, the holiday affects you. So it all depends on what one wants to do with this holiday that is given. Do you understand? The government has already been notified that these are Christian celebrations. Do you understand? And they have made provision of these holidays. So it all now depends on what you want to do with the holiday. Do you understand? So it's on individual basis or on denominational basis, what do you intend to do with this holiday that the government has declared for this celebration? For Deeper Life, they have taken it as a time of gathering together, as a time of teaching their members, as at the time of impacting them. Then some other persons may say it is a time of going to less privileged homes and others, blessing people and all that. So it all depends on how we want to use this holiday. We cannot go back to the government now and begin to tell them that the Christmas is not why are you celebrating the Christmas, that it is not in the will of God, it is not in the Bible, and all that and all that. So all we should do is to now make use of the celebration which Deeper Life we are doing. You make use of this time for your retreats, and which is good. So I think the emphasis should be, since the declaration had been made, since government of states are even have already taken this date, and they use it, they also give holiday towards this celebration. I don't think we should now make some emphasis now, or we organize a group now to go and let them know that look, this Christmas celebration stems from idol worship. I think what we should do now is, since we know that the issue is not the celebration, the issue is the message the birth of Christ brought for us. The message, the birth of Jesus Christ, joy to the world. What did he come for, and what did he achieve as he came to this world? So that the message conveyed by the birth of Jesus Christ is what we should emphasize on wherever we are at this time. Though this period as a time they enjoy life, they get drunk. That is negative, on the negative aspect of it. If that is what you are doing with your December or with your Christmas celebration, then you are on your own. That is not how to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Even when you are celebrating your own birthday, you don't gather and begin to do things that are not good. You try to do something, use the opportunity of your celebration, to preach righteousness, to preach something that is good. Do you understand? So now, the issue is not, we can't go back to government. That's what I'm saying now. We can't go back to government and begin to tell them, they said that this Christmas descended from idol practice in Rome. We cannot go back to do that. Now, rather, what from my own perspective, what we should do is to use the opportunity of this celebration to teach Christ, to let people know why he came. I personally, I don't go church on 25th. I don't. For every church I have belonged, I don't go church on 25th, because I knew that Christ actually wasn't born that day. But the declaration had been made. Please, if you are those of you with me on this broadcast, please tell me where you are watching me from. I would like to know where you are watching from. See, now the celebration now is not this. The issue is the significance of the celebration. That is what matters, and that is what we should emphasize. And that is what I know is part of the thing that is being emphasized in Deeper Life retreat: the birth, the crucifixion, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You understand? So it is for other churches to follow the same pattern. Since this is a time we can get our members, so since this is the time we can get our followers, we can put programs that can impact people positively. So it's not all about going to soak. I did not soak any cloth for this December. It's a personal thing. I didn't sew any cloth. I don't go to buy shoes. I say I want to buy shoes because of December. I don't do it. I buy my shoe anytime I want to buy it. I have the money, and I sew my cloth anytime I want to sew it. I have the money. I party anytime I have money. So I don't say, oh, on December I am going to do this, do that, do that. But I also use this period to go. That is when you can find somebody you've not seen for years. I use this period. I go to see my aged mother and anybody that maybe I've not visited for some time, which I know that during this period, because of the holiday, they will be available. I do go. And if there is a kind of, I think I was in a certain church that time when this we use it for outreach. We use it for, I was in Redeem that time. I think during this period we do like go out fishing. We go to rural areas to preach to people and share food substances and even materials to them. So every church should look out for what they can do within this period to create the awareness and sensitize people about the significance of the birth of Jesus. Not just spending money, not just merriment, not just, using it as a time of girlfriend and girlfriend, committing sins and all that. No, that's on the negative part. For those who are towing that part, it's on the negative. But for those of us who are Christians, we should look out for how we can use this opportunity of this celebration to make the relevance and the significance of the birth of Jesus Christ known to others. That is it. And against such, there is no law. Because the Bible has already told us, preach with season or without season. So you can preach Christ whether in season or out of season. You can preach Christ whether it is Christmas or not Christmas. So in this opportunity of spending, of celebrating Christmas, each churches may use it as a time of program, discipling their members. They might use it at a time of get together. They might use it as a time of visitation, even to homes, to less privileged ones. Sharing, it can be a time of sharing with those you've not even shared something before. You can buy rice and give somebody. You can buy something and give to the less privileged. So you can use that time to share the love of Christ. That is the significance of the celebration. So I don't think we should go back into whether the Christmas is worth celebrating or not. By my own take. Because if we start that kind of message now, I don't know where we want to start and where we want to end up. So Deeper Life on itself is already making good use of the period. And the retreat is highly attended. Now you can't find any member of Deeper Life within this period at home. They are all in their retreat being discipled. Do you understand? And that is a good one. And the celebration has provided a platform, because government has noticed the celebration and are giving the holiday, and the church is utilizing the holiday to disciple its members. So I don't think there's anything wrong in that. I don't think any Christian should be crazy about it, about Christmas celebration. Oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. Maybe what you don't have or you cannot afford, you start looking for it because they are celebrating Christmas. That's on the negative aspect of it. And some women to tax their husband, you must buy this December, we must buy cloth, buy this, all the children, make care, do this, do that. Things that the financial capacity is not there. You insist that they will be done because this is time of celebration. Now, that is the negative aspect of it. That's the negative aspect of it. But for those of us who are utilizing this period as a time of sharing of, visiting people and living our life normal, the way it is, because I don't see anything that is so special about 25th of December. And if I may surprise you, that yesterday I didn't cook any rice, I didn't kill any fowl. Do you understand what I'm telling you? But that does not mean that I will now go and start carrying my Bible and can be telling people, oh, 25th December, they put it is an idol, is this, da. I think we have a lot of good messages to preach now than that. You know, that's the way I see it. I don't know about you. I don't know how you feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? So our Father in the Lord is saying it is idolic, is this, is that. We've had all these things. But the point now is that we've had all these things. But the point now is that all of us are affected. All of us are affected in the celebration, whether you want it or not. We are all affected. We are affected. The breeze is blowing, and everybody, there is a holiday declared, and all of us are making use of that holiday. We are making use of the holiday. So if you are making use of the holiday, are you worshiping idol? So that is it. We are making use of the day. So it all depends on what you are using the time of the celebration for. So use it positively. Let it be a time of sober reflection. Christ is born. What did he come for? Why was he born? What is the significance of the birth to us as human beings? I think these are issues for us to reflect on than all these analogies for now, because if we wanted to make that established, I think we would have called for church council, so that there would be a kind of another gathering of the elders council or that thing, so that we now know whether we will now educate government to say, okay, we Christians don't want this holiday again. Christmas is not, that time is not when Christ is born. But if we can't get it at that level, I think what we should do now, since the government has equally recognized that this is when Christians celebrate the birth of Christ, it is now left for us Christians to utilize this period positively for the propagation of the gospel. Utilize it for the time of sharing of love, time of visitation, not the time of looking for one thing or the other, which we it's not a time of competition. This person has bought this, I will buy this. This before this Christmas, I must have this week, or must not have this week. You even go and sell yourself so that you have a particular week that you wear and go home for this December. So these are the things we should avoid as a Christian. Avoid chasing men or women chasing men chasing women or women chasing men during December. Let us utilize the opportunity of this celebration to honor the Lord. Whether it is on that 25th or not, I can bet you there are a lot of human beings that are celebrating their birthday not on that day they were born. Some just chose the day because they don't even have the actual date of birth. They don't. They just ask somebody from their family, the person tell them it's like you and this person, you are mate and this thing. And when they look and count, but their parents does not have actual date of their birth. So they chose one day. They are celebrating their birthday. And it depends on what they do with that day. If they will use it as some will use it as a time of give out, celebrate, cook rice for people and all that. Do you understand? So, but it wasn't actually the main day they were born. So it does happen to us human beings. So if we can say, okay, this is the day we celebrate, those who chose it, and the government of nations have recognized it. Do you understand? They have recognized it. So we are celebrating it whether we do or not. At least you are on retreat right now because the holiday was made available to you. That is why you are on retreat now with your members, because the government gave the holiday. Do you understand? Me, I'm resting now. I'm not at work now because the government gave the holiday. I didn't even go to any church on the 25th. So it all depends on what we make out in this period of celebration. That's my take.
different people.